What's up guys, Zeenigami here. Let's go through the Chaos Difficulty Ikaros Coliseum on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Round 1 is gonna be versus the Minotaur. Minotaur has 3.5 million hit points and he has no preemptive attack, so make sure that your specials are ready whenever you actually get into him. If you actually want to use those specials, he attacks every 2 turns for 7,800 damage, and below 30% he'll only just start healing for about 500,000 damage per turn. So he's actually not really threatening at all. A lot of teams will beat him just fine. You can use a standard slasher team. You can see here I'm going to be using a Sanji and a Magellan int team. And whenever we take damage, Magellan will reflect that back. But what we're going to do is just get him close to 50% and then burst him down from there. But in fact, if you get him below 50%, it's totally fine. He's just going to start healing, which is annoying, but it's not going to be like you dying. So we're going to be looking for some matching orbs or just jumping our Sanji whenever Sanji's special is ready. If you have Sanji's special ready whenever you get into this stage, you should be able to kill him on the first turn, no problem. You can also, if you like, use Magellan to not only delay but also poison him and just play it slow with a team with a lot of health and delays and just start chunking his health down. But below 20%, he will enrage and he will attack every single turn for 15,600 damage. So just avoid that. The rest of the characters on this team, Doflamingo, if you have the Kai version of the Doflamingo, the new Doflamingo raid, that is a very nice character to bring just because he's another int character. The Rebecca as a type booster is nice, or you can use Sanji's type boost, whichever one you decide to use instead. But the Minotaur goes down quite easily. Round 2 is gonna be versus Namule, and since Akainu exists, any green boss is going to die very easy. Namule is going to preemptively blow away one of your non-captain characters for 4 turns. After those 4 turns, he will come back. So you want to have some redundancies. Don't bring 1 orb booster, bring 2 orb boosters. If you have a type booster, bring multiple type boosters, or have your boss do the hard work. If you have an Akainu captain, then his special and 1 orb boost will be more than enough to beat Namule. But one thing you'll want to note is that even though he lowers your chance of getting badly, or he increases your chance of getting badly matching orbs, but he doesn't shuffle your orbs. So as long as you manipulate your orbs on stage 4, whenever you go into him, you can have perfectly matching orbs, no problem. It makes him die very quickly. Round 3 is gonna be versus Inazuma. Inazuma is quick. He has 3.3 million hit points. He'll preemptively paralyze your entire team and also rewind your specials for 5 turns. If you have someone who is immune to rewinds, obviously they won't be rewinded, or anyone who reduces the amount of turns they are rewinded by a sailor ability, then that'll be different. But we're going to be using a double Enel team, so that way we can basically just stall out those first 5 turns. If you get some recovery orbs, you can save a recovery orb here and there to actually use it when you need to. You can also use a Coded Thousand Sunnies special in order to reduce a hit, but you should be in no risk of dying until those turns are over. After your 5 turns are back and you have your Magellan special ready, use Magellan special in order to toxic him, and then Magellan special will just tick 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 up up and up until it hits 1.5 million damage and kills Inazuma. Now something you do want to be wary of is only the below 20% attack, in which Inazuma will start cutting your health by 50%. You can either delay him with a Gold Pound Usopp special, or you can use your own regular attacks in order to burst him down. So you could sit here and look for regular orbs and use your other characters. The only 2 characters you really need on this team are the Golden Pound Usopp and the Magellan. Just the Golden Pound Usopp for safety whenever the Toxic starts ticking for about 500,000, you want to use Golden Pound Usopp. And if Inazuma can't attack, well then he can't cut your health, and so he'll die very quickly. Magellan is such a great character for free-to-play teams in general. Absolutely, if you are wondering, should I get him? Poison doesn't seem that great. It is invaluable to so many teams on Coliseum. Not only is the delay, but also as a way to kill high defense characters and make annoying stages really easy. If you want to use a regular team, someone who reduces your cooldowns but has a multi-stage special himself is doable, or just multi-stage specials in general is a good way to actually fight Inazuma. But this double Enel team is nice, and remember that all these mini-boss stages you only have to beat one time, and as soon as they're down you never have to fight them again. So there is the lowered attack and also empty orbs, and Magellan's Poison takes a quick work of that. Round 4 is going to be versus Arlong. Arlong is Strength. He will preemptively shuffle all your orbs and lock those orbs for 5 turns. So if you have a Cavendish or any way to manipulate your own orbs, that is going to be great. Using the regular blue Rob Lucci or the brand new blue Rayleigh, who gives you all blue orbs, are both very nice. Or some way to give yourself Psy orbs or In orbs in combination with the raid boss Bellamy, so that way you can make those orbs count as matching orbs. Arlong will prevent debuffs to himself for 99 turns, and he'll attack every 2 turns for 8,400 damage. If you leave him alive below 50%, he'll gain the Endurance buff, which is a buff that you get whenever it's the cannot be killed by regular attacks. So you can take a hit or two and lower his health, but leave him above 50%, and after that, use all your specials and burst him down. But with a Cavendish special or using a Nell and an orb booster like Bellamy, you should be able to kill Arlong in 1 turn. You don't even need to use that Cavendish special. And round 5 finally versus Ikaros. On stage 4 we're going to have Arlong once again. This time he only has 2.1 million hit points and attacks a lot weaker than before. He now only attacks for about 8,000. On my 5+ Luffy Cavendish team, we're going to be using Cavendish special on the Arlong, and that's the only special you'll need. You'll be able to take down Arlong in 2 attacks with Cavendish, but we're going to be very careful to try to leave him above 50% health. That's it. All you need to do is hit the grate there. Don't risk doing any more, because a Cavendish and a bunch of perfects will easily deal enough damage to kill Arlong. Right there is almost 90% of his health in a single attack. So you only need to do a little bit of damage that first turn. And versus Ikaros, Ikaros has 2.5 million hit points. Take down those 2 guys in the back ASAP, because they will despair your captain for 5 turns if they survive. So we're going to be using our 1000 Sunny special and our Luffy specials in order to kill the guys in the back. And then we're going to kill Ikaros with our regular attacks. We're going to get him a little bit lower. Whenever he dies, he is going to revive up to half health. That's 1.25 million hit points. And he'll enrage, so he attacks harder every single turn for 15,000 instead of every 2 turns for 8,000 like he does while he is alive. Every 2 turns he'll also cut your health by 30%. Not too dangerous, but he doesn't do anything else based on his health, so you can get him as low as you like. If you want, you can use your Sabo special the turn you're about to kill him. So you would use your Sabo special whenever you're ready. I'll take 1 more hit from him here, getting him kind of low. Just looking for orbs really, so that way I can use the Doflamingo special before he dies. And we're going to use Doflamingo before, and we're going to be using Kuma afterwards. On this burst turn here, I might as well would use Sabo, since Sabo's special will carry over, and any multi-turn specials will carry over after he revives, because reviving is not a turn itself. This is just a next turn. So if you use Sabo's special earlier, Sabo's special will still be active now. He'll give you all block orbs, so a single Kuma special will give you fully matching orbs, and then attack with all your characters, ending on the Cavendish for that big damage on the final attack, and you're done. Ikaros is a pretty useful character. The biggest thing about him is that his special goes down to a 5-turn cooldown. That is so incredibly short. You can use it multiple times on a Coliseum fight, or using it on a mini boss fight and then on a boss fight. Even on something that has multiple stages, you'll be able to do it several times. He is an int powerhouse striker. His captain ability is boosts attack of strikers by 2 times and their health by 1.5. And his special shuffles all orbs, including block orbs, into primary color orbs. So he will always give you red, green, blue, purple, or yellow orbs. And he'll always give himself a matching orb. And that goes from a 15 turn cooldown all the way down to a 5 turn cooldown. He's got 3 orbs on himself. Max HP of 2,200, max attack of 1,100, and max recovery of about 200. Guys, that is the entire Ikaros Coliseum. If you like this, you can go to patreon.com/Zeenigami and subscribe, or check me out live on twitch.tv/Zeenigami, where I lose to fights all the time. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Y'all stay beautiful.